There's a certain power in mystery, a magnetism that shows up when a woman doesn't reveal everything about herself at once. A woman who's hard to read isn't playing games or trying to be cold. She's simply aligned with herself. She knows her worth, she respects her energy, and she doesn't feel the need to explain every thought or emotion to anyone who hasn't earned that access. Real attraction doesn't come from being loud, available, or predictable. It comes from subtle energy, grounded presence, and an inner confidence that speaks before any words ever do. A woman who carries herself with purpose creates a frequency that pulls people in naturally. Men are especially drawn to this because it's rare. Most people rush to be understood, rush to be liked, rush to be chosen. But a woman who moves with intention is different. She allows her depth to unfold slowly, letting curiosity grow on its own. And curiosity is one of the most powerful forces in attraction. When a woman doesn't reveal everything up front, when she carries layers that can only be discovered through real connection, it creates desire rooted in respect, not entitlement. Being hard to read isn't about withholding affection or pretending to be detached. It's about self-possession, being in control of your energy instead of letting your energy be controlled by other people's expectations. A woman like this doesn't overshare, doesn't overact, and doesn't seek validation for her worth. Her presence is measured, her response is intentional, and her boundaries clear. That kind of emotional discipline creates a magnetic pull because it signals strength and maturity. People are naturally drawn to what feels stable yet challenging. A woman who is hard to read represents both. She isn't unpredictable, she's simply selective. She opens up when she feels safe, she shares when trust has been earned, and she invites connection at a pace that honors her values. This creates a dynamic where others rise to meet her energy, instead of expecting her to lower her standards. Energy is the first element of real attraction. Before a word is spoken, people feel your vibration. A woman who is aligned with herself radiates a calm confidence that others notice instantly. She doesn't chase attention, and she doesn't need external validation to feel whole. That self-contained power becomes magnetic because it signals that she is grounded, stable, and internally secure. People are drawn to that stability because it stands out in a world full of uncertainty and emotional chaos. Alignment is the second pillar. Alignment means your actions match your values. It means you don't perform, pretend, or adjust yourself for approval. When a woman is aligned, she communicates authenticity. She knows who she is, and she won't allow anyone to disrupt that clarity. This authenticity is attractive because it is rare. Most people compromise themselves to be like. A woman who stays aligned sets a standard, and people feel compelled to rise to it. The third pillar is self-possession. This is the art of holding your own energy without letting external forces shake your center. A self-possessed woman doesn't explain herself excessively or justify her boundaries. She doesn't try to be perfect or agreeable. She simply knows her value and honors it. That quiet confidence is captivating because it signals that her attention has to be earned, not demanded. People work harder for what they respect, and respect comes from witnessing someone who respects herself. Mystery in this context is not manipulation. It's maturity. It's the understanding that intimacy should be earned, not offered freely to anyone who shows interest. This creates room for real connection to grow instead of superficial attraction that burns out quickly. When a woman is intentional about how she reveals herself, she gives others the chance to experience her depth at the right pace. Curiosity also plays a major role. Humans are drawn to what feels layered and meaningful. When someone presents themselves as fully known and easily accessed right away, the intrigue fades quickly. But someone who carries depth, someone with purpose, focus, and emotional stability, creates natural curiosity. Men feel this strongly because they are wired to respond to challenge, mystery, and earned access. Boundaries amplify this effect. A woman who knows how to say no, who doesn't tolerate careless energy, and who protects hers becomes instantly more attractive. Boundaries communicate that she values herself, and that creates space for people to engage respectfully. A woman without boundaries invites chaos. A woman with boundaries invites alignment. Authenticity brings all of this together. Being hard to read doesn't mean pretending to be distant or acting indifferent. It means being fully yourself without betraying your values for attention. Authenticity is magnetic because it feels real, and real energy is rare. A woman who is authentic, aligned, and selective stands out effortlessly. The attraction curve is built on patience. A woman who doesn't rush emotional intimacy, who lets connection grow naturally, becomes far more desirable. Her presence teaches others that real connection unfolds with time, intention, and consistency. This patience signals value, because anything valuable is never rushed. In the end, true attraction comes from energy, alignment, and self-possession. It comes from being grounded in who you are, from honoring your boundaries, and from letting your presence speak louder than your efforts. A hard-to-read woman draws people in because she's authentic, rare, and intentional, qualities that create a deeper, more lasting form of attraction that can't be forced or faked.